Well, hello, hello. This is Cindy, your host at Growing Your Business Through Referrals podcast, and we'll be right back. Well, hello, hello. This is Cindy Lee at Growing Your Business Through Referrals podcast. Thank you for tuning in today. And we got a big holiday weekend, actually, one of the biggest travel weekends of the year. And so, a little bit about Growing Your Business Through Referrals podcast. I started podcasting in 2017. And my other podcast, Coach Web Show, was started all because of Anthony Bourdain. But this one here is based on giving referrals, building those relationships. I started writing a book about 14 and a half years ago, teaching you how to build those relationships online after one of my friends went to a Facebook masterclass. And it's so, so important to build those relationships and grow through putting people first. And my amazing guest, how are you today?
I'm doing really well. It's a little hot. I'm kind of sweating. Please excuse me.
Well, a big shout out to James with sdnetworkingevents.com. That's how we met. So go probably about 1 or 2 minutes and talk a little bit about who you are and how you got started in vlogging. I'm going to share this and I'll be right back.
Cool. Yeah. Shout out to James for introducing us. My name is Vasiliy Agiy. I am a vlogger for the most part. I dibble dabble in all kinds of filmography, but I like vlogging. I started vlogging in 2017 when I was a truck driver. And I was driving all over the country, and my friends and family would always ask me, like, hey, man, what are you up to? So I started filming it, and I fell in love with filmmaking. And I don't truck anymore, but that led me to purchasing a camera, learning how to edit. And so now I do music videos, sketch comedy, any kind of thing that involves filming. But my passion is vlogging. I think everybody should be vlogging because I think everybody's life is interesting to somebody. So that's my whole deal. Oh, and I love ice cream.
Yes. So ironically, you do. So coming up on the 19th is National Ice Cream Day, but this marks the whole entire month for National Ice Cream Month. So let's talk about how we're going to celebrate this beautiful month and of course coming up on the 19th.
Well, today I'm starting out with the Haagen-Dazs for the show. I love Haagen-Dazs. You can't go wrong with that. But I like to go to a Moo Time. It's in Coronado. They have a huge cow out in front. That's how you know you're in the right spot. They have the best ice cream. I'm not sponsored or anything by them. I just love their ice cream.
So Rocky Road, banana nut. What is your favorite?
Pistachio, hands down.
Oh, wow. Do they have a Dubai chocolate ice cream there?
They always have different flavors. They have a lot of flavors. Every time I go, I like to try something new. I'm kind of an explorer.
So what are some of the new flavors? Because just a few days ago was Creative Ice Cream Day. And a big shout out here in Orange County to the Creative Ice Company. They're located in Fountain Valley, California. Definitely, if you make your way down to Orange County, definitely check it out. They've been in business for about 2 years.
Okay, absolutely.
So what's your creative ice cream that you would like to try?
I want to try a flavor that's not usually an ice cream flavor. Oh, like grape. Have you ever seen a grape ice cream?
No, but bubble gum.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
when I went to culinary school, because I was a chef for over 20 plus years, I actually went to the Gilroy Garlic Festival up north, and they had garlic ice cream. And it sounds gross, but it tastes like macadamia. It was really, really good.
Okay, I'll trust you on that. I don't know. I don't know about garlic. I don't know about garlic ice cream.
Yeah, so it was actually pretty good. So,
Um,
but we're talking vlogging today, and then we'll come back probably a couple times this month if you want, and maybe we could go on site there in Gaslamp or Coronado. I would like to go to that Coronado place, though. I think I should add it to my bucket list.
you should, and maybe we could stream from there because I have so much to say about ice cream, dude. We haven't even started on Ukrainian ice cream.
Oh, are you
It's
Ukrainian?
so good. Yeah, I'm from Ukraine. There's this ice cream called Dadu. They sell it in European stores in America, and it's unique. It's a unique kind of ice cream, and it is so good, not comparable to anything else.
And so do they carry it there at Moo?
No,
Oh,
This is a
where can you buy
separate
that
thing.
in San Diego?
There's a few European stores. You know, I grew up in Sacramento. I know all the spots there that sell it. I don't know here yet.
Well, go and do shout outs for Sacramento.
Shout out to Good Neighbor in Sacramento and Tillamook. Shoot, I forgot the other one. Good Neighbor is the store that everybody knows in Sacramento. It's a European store, and they sell this really good ice cream. Go check it out.
Well,
It's in
good.
San
Yeah,
Jose.
give me the links later, and I could add it to the show notes. No problem.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about something that's very near and dear to us, and that's actually how we connected, and that's podcasting and vlogging. So go ahead and do your piece today on how important vlogging is to you, and also overcoming that fear, because we all remember that very first video.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so awkward and cringy. I watch sometimes when I want to punish myself, I go back and I watch that first video.
Yeah.
But it's still up because like I always tell people, like I don't think anybody's born with like a camera in their face and they're like totally comfortable with it. You know, pretty much everyone that I've ever met is kind of uneasy about being filmed. You know, it's that attention and it's like recorded, you know, so it's kind of permanent. And so I mean, there's no other way except practice. You just go in front of the camera and you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. And
Yes.
like another thing, people hate the sound of their own voice, or maybe they think they look weird. That's across the board for everybody. Everybody says that. Everybody thinks that. So it's totally fine. It's okay to be nervous and scared. I think it's psychotic if you're not at first.
And you just have to go through it. And then, of course,
Yeah.
doing a podcast with someone like yourself that we're both comfortable with. I mean, that's pretty powerful when you're comfortable with someone, you have that
Mhm.
rapport. Because I really think that I had the rapport like that minute that I heard you speak. Like, wow, this is someone that I really need to connect with, someone that's, on the same page. And we have, love and passion for video and vlogging. So what are your tips you like to talk about today?
Well, basically just getting in front of the camera and doing it. I mean, it's as simple as that. There aren't a lot of tips in the way of that because this is the biggest hurdle for people to overcome, honestly. I mean, I could get into like editing and stuff, but most people don't even care for editing.
Mhm.
And it's not even an issue. Like you could watch a YouTube video on how to edit and all that, figure it out. The biggest thing for people is like they want to be making videos, but they're nervous about it. And so what I like to tell people is that your life is interesting to somebody. You know, like I was a truck driver, right? And to somebody who's not a truck driver, that could be a fascinating life.
Mhm.
These are new videos. I did like political stuff. If you go all the way to the beginning, like if you sort by upload date, and you go all the way back to the beginning of when I started. So I kind of switched up. I tried a bunch of stuff. This is
Oh, you have
another
longer
tip.
hair here, huh?
Yeah, I did a political talk show where I angered both sides on purpose.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. So I used to have a coffee roasting business with my brother, and we did a whole vlog series on that. So anything that you're doing, whether you have a business or whether you have a regular job, it is interesting to somebody. Somebody thinks that would be really cool to see. So that's why I like to encourage people. Like you may think your life is boring, but I guarantee you somebody else doesn't. And there's a lot of people that would be fascinated to see what it is that you're up to on a daily basis. So that's the main thing that I like to push is that somebody thinks your life is interesting. I promise you.
Yeah, and then of course being consistent. So, what are some other tips? Let's just kind of say for the new vlogger, so someone who wants to start journaling what they're doing. What is your best tip for that?
Yeah, my best tip is to upload consistently, like you said. And then something I learned the hard way is don't switch up the topic, because with Vasiliy Agiy, the channel, that's my name, and I had a channel on YouTube called Vasiliy Agiy. I tried out a bunch of different stuff, and my viewership just tanked into the ground because it pissed people off. They were like, "Hey, I'm here for the trucking stuff," and now all of a sudden you're talking about coffee, and then all of a sudden you're talking politics. You know, so I would give like this is one thing that I wish that someone told me, or that I wish I would have listened, is that um try to stick to it. Like if vlogging is not going well for you, just try to stick to it, because it could just be that you haven't done it for long enough. Or if you want to try something different, start another channel. That's totally cool.
Yeah, that way you have a channel for certain videos instead of having a
Mhm.
of stuff. Yeah. Well, like
That's where
my
Agiy
channel
Films
is
comes
bucket
in.
list and lifestyle and food, so they kind of go hand in hand. And then a couple times a year, I interview different pilots, different air shows and stuff like that. I just got approved for a media pass for the Miramar Air Show coming up the end of September. So
Oh, cool.
one of my biggest passions is to, just get more people into aviation. And so there's this really amazing airplane. It's called the Yak 110. And what it is, it's two Yak 55 Soviet airplanes that are bolted together. And so the pilot is on one fuselage, and then if he gets somebody in there for a ride, that person just sits there and hoping they don't throw up or anything, because they go way up, full afterburner. And that's just some of the things that I really like. Is
Are you a pilot?
I'm not a pilot. I'm just an aviation geek. Yeah, I love airplanes. Since I was 16 years old, when I lived by Travis Air Force Base, I'd see a C-5 fly over, and it's a big passion of mine. And just a few weeks ago, over at Kansas City Barbecue in downtown San Diego, I got to interview a 101-year-old Vietnam vet. It was absolutely amazing.
Wow, that's cool.
Sharp too. Yeah. So just little things like that. I'll show my podcast real quick, and then we'll go into some more stuff here.
I delivered to Travis Air Force Base. They searched my cabin.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I was a truck driver.
That's cool. Yeah. Then, okay. Oop, where'd you go? Are you still there? Okay. Yeah. So this is Bucket List Coach Web Show, and it's sponsored by today's show. Today, you're actually on Growing Your Business Through Referrals. But just want to do a big shout out. If you know anyone who has a fun bucket list, or especially someone who wants to talk about ice cream this month, and there's so many different holidays. I have little scribbles for this weekend. So this weekend, Saturday is barbecue spare ribs, Alice in Wonderland, Caesar salad. Now, did you know that the Caesar salad was created in Tijuana, Mexico?
What? No way.
Yeah.
Tijuana,
Mexico. Yeah, by Cesar Cardini. If you ever want to do a day trip down there, we should definitely check it out.
Yeah.
And for all the girls in the audience, Sunday, yeah, baby, National Bikini Day. Go show your stuff. It's also National Hawaii Day and Workaholics Day. So
cool.
Every day is meant to celebrate, and it's really important to celebrate other business owners like yourself. You're making a difference in the world. You're journaling your life. It's really, really fantastic what you're doing. I'm so very proud of you. So thank you
very much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. So we have about 10 minutes left in the show. And anything else you'd like to cover to get people excited about starting to vlog?
Yeah. So the mindset that I like to get into when I start this kind of stuff is I like to pretend that I am a movie director and that I'm also the star of the movie. So both at the same time. I'm kind of splitting my brain, And who doesn't want to think of themselves as the star of their own movie anyway? We kind of have that main character syndrome anyway, right? So it helps to get into that mindset. Like, when you're reading a book and you're really into it, you ever put the book down and then your mind is still kind of operating in that mode? Like, you ever start thinking from the perspective of the author, as if do you ever have that, or am I crazy?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. That's how I like to see it when I'm vlogging. I like to imagine that there's a whole cast and crew and I'm a star and I'm also the director. So it helps me see, the edit later on. It helps me see how I want to portray things. It helps me frame the shots, helps me think about the edits and all that sort of thing. So that would be the biggest tip that I would give people. Just pretend like you're a star, because we know you already do anyway.
Yeah. So one of the things I want to talk about is about podcasting. So you're actually watching this podcast right now on StreamYard.com. So StreamYard, you can have 2 pages on Facebook, and you could even have your personal page, your business page, and also YouTube. And you could go back and today we're going to do some editing. because we're going to do some splicing from today's show. So here's some of the tips I like to talk about for today. So you're going to use StreamYard.com. There's some other really amazing tools as well. StreamYard is around $50 a month, but just reach out to me and I can give you some other tools that you can use that are more cost effective. And you all also want to have rules for your podcasts. Like if you have a free podcast, have people subscribe or, join you on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. And of course, you could do some nice graphics with Canva. You want to have a really good mic system. So I also have this mic system I'm going to talk about. Well, today I'm actually just doing my computer, but if you go on site, if you want to interview or say you're at a concert or a beach fest or something, these are Hollylands. They're really, really amazing. And you just put this right on. The magnet's really great. This is probably around the 4th or 5th lapel mic that I've gone through. And this actually was the same one that they were using at James's event. But this is super cool because it has the noise canceling, software in there. So it's really cool. Yeah.
What's the price point on that?
Close to $100.
That's not bad at all for a good mic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because the other mics I was having, they just kept on falling off. And also there's a couple mics I could recommend if you want an actual mic. And also you want to do a mic flag for when you're out in the community. This is a flag.
Oh, cool.
My bucket list web show. I could get you the name of this company. This is actually really cool because the whole flag's around like $60, but it's very professional.
Very cool. I want one of those for my sketch comedy.
Yeah, it'd be really great. Yeah. Do you have a logo for yours?
Agiy Films. So that's my new venture is Agiy Films, where I'm leaning into professional filmmaking, and I would like to make long form films someday. I see myself as somewhat of a director. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of what I'm into these days. And yeah, I'm interested in all kinds of different equipment, toys.
So what's some equipment that you recommend?
Well, I do definitely, you can't say enough about a good microphone because sometimes the video quality can be poor, but if the audio is good, you can salvage it. You cannot do the same if it's reversed. If you have really good video quality, but the audio is bad, most people will not tolerate that. So definitely invest in a microphone that's really good and make sure it has one of those little fluffy things. Some people call it a dead cat. If you're going to be outside, it's against the wind. It blocks the wind. Sorry, my grammar is kind of...
Yeah, that's why this one is good because it has the noise canceling in it. So you don't even need the little fluffy thing. You just need this on you if you're going to interview.
Oh, okay.
Put it on them. Yeah.
This newfangled stuff is fancy.
Yeah, this could be your prop.
Yeah. Another thing I would say is if you want to step up your game from like going from filming on a phone or a GoPro, not to hate on GoPro, you want to get a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera that has a lens.
Oh, I love that.
Like this, so that you could zoom in and out. Because what that does, and this is hard to explain, it's something that I like to show people in person, but it changes the way your face looks. So when you go, this is gonna be a little awkward. I'm gonna get really up close. If I get close, it bulges out my face. Do you see it kind of has this fisheye effect where my nose looks really big and my ears are kind of tucked in the back here?
Yes.
But if I had a lens and I put the camera far away and I zoomed in, it looks really flattering. It makes you look like a movie star. This is hard to explain. This is something you have to see. But a lens is a big deal. It's not just to make you look fancy because you're holding a cool camera. It actually makes you look better. I promise. So if you can invest, you could buy like a $500 camera with the lens and it's going to be really good. So it doesn't have to be like thousands.
Use your expertise because that's not my expertise. But I'll tell you what, when I go to a car show or if I go to an air show, especially because I have the upcoming air show in September, you're just praying that that airplane or that car or that surfer is right in front of you because you have sun galore. So if you get out there and just say like August, September, October, and it's a nice hot day out there, the sun is going to be your enemy. So that's one of the things that I want to learn because with the phone you can't do it. If the sun is really bright, you can't see anything.
Yeah,
So
and that's another thing
you can get with the camera.
Yeah, Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I recommend people learn how to use the settings and use it in manual mode rather than auto, because that over brightness kind of thing, you can control that manually. The auto thing is gonna always adjust for your face, so it's gonna want to brighten up your face, and it'll blow out the background. You won't see anything. So if you really want to like have high quality stuff, it's worth like half an hour spending time on YouTube and watching little tips like that and learning how to use the camera that you have and the lens, because the difference is actually kind of big in my opinion when
Yeah.
you learn how to use it.
Here's one I want to present to you because I have a meetup.com account, and I think we should do some classes on
Mm,
podcasting. We should do some classes on camera because a lot of people don't know a lot about cameras. And I'm actually at the point where I need to move on to the camera now. I've been using my phone for a while, but certain things I can't use my phone. So that would be some really good information. And of course, in the early next year, we want to collaborate. So if anybody wants to take our workshop, we're going to be collaborative strategic partners. And I teach certain things on podcasting, and then you would teach certain things on podcasting, which is going to be very valuable for us to bring our experiences together.
absolutely. Yeah, I've set up a few podcasts for people before as well. I have a little bit of experience on that too.
Oh, very cool. So how do you use it? Do you just use YouTube as your platform, or do you have Riverside or something like that to help with the
Yeah,
podcasting?
I like YouTube because like nowadays if you have a podcast and you don't have video recording, I don't know what you're up to. You have to be on video. And
Uh,
YouTube is the number one video platform in the world, so you can't skip YouTube. I prefer pre-recording because of the quality, but you can live stream with these bad boys. You could plug in an
mhm.
HDMI cable and live stream with
Yeah,
them as
yeah,
well.
yeah. And a
Um,
couple more tips I like to give. So if you have a YouTube, and I actually learned this from another travel YouTuber, is you need to start creating. Anyone who's listening, you need to start creating either a free Canva account or the paid one. The paid one's only like $15 a month, and do your thumbnails. And why do you want a thumbnail? Because when people are scrolling to YouTube, if they just see someone talking, they don't know what it's about. But if you create those really nice thumbnails, then they could actually see what's about. They click it, they comment, they share. So that's
yeah,
super important, is to have those thumbnails.
thumbnail will make or break your video. It's
So,
really is very important.
okay, so we are going to close out just about like 5 to 8 minutes. So let's talk about a call to action. What is your call to action today?
Well, I mean, I would say for people to just pick up the camera, which is most likely your phone,
Mhm.
and just start filming. This is not going to be a call to action for me to check out my stuff, whatever, I'll be fine. I want people to get comfortable in front of the camera. Okay, nobody has to see it. You don't have to post it. That's the cool part. You could practice in secret and record a bunch of stuff, and nobody has to see it. You can just delete it or keep it on your phone for like record keeping or whatever. But
But the
like,
best part is to put it out there because you can look at from today to 8 years from now. Because
I
you and I
recommend that.
started in 17. I looked at my first video like and then now all these years later, like what we have accomplished all this time. It's because we just said we're going to do it.
Yeah,
So
I
important
I
to say you're
couldn't
going to do it.
resist. Do you know who Casey Neistat is?
I think so.
He's one of the biggest vloggers on YouTube, but he inspired me. I was watching his stuff all the time, and I was like, what? I had this like energy built up. I was like, I was bursting. I'm like, I have to do this. So it compelled me. Um, but I like filmmaking. I like films, and so if you lack motivation, just go on YouTube and watch Casey Neistat or find your own favorite vloggers,
Mhm.
and you'll feel something going up and down your spine. That excitement where you imagine yourself doing it. It's really cool. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it that excites me.
Exactly. And there's this gal named Sunny Lanarduzzi. She's from Canada, and she actually has a course. So I'm going to plug her as well. So when I do the rebroadcast, I will put her information. You could give me the information of your person that you follow. So my call to action today, it's so important to celebrate every day. So if you go to this podcast, you comment and you share it to Facebook, you'll be entered to win. I'm going to pick the winner on the 15th of the month. You're going to get either a desk calendar or a wall calendar. and there's over 3,000 national holidays. So that's 3,000 ways to celebrate someone. Because of our love for ice cream, I'm celebrating you because you're amazing. And
Thank
that's
you.
what's so important, is celebrate others before you celebrate yourself.
Thank you very much for saying that.
Yeah,
That's so nice. I
that's
realized this was a
literally
bad
how you're
idea.
going to grow. Anybody listening, you're going to grow your business by thinking of other people first. And business,
Mm,
especially when you are in a networking group, and a lot of people join a networking group, they think they're going to get, all these referrals and business right away. It's not about that. It's about building those relationships, because people do not want to refer and do not want to do business with you, not unless they know, like, and trust you. And what's so important is to be remembered. So for you coming on this podcast today, I'm going to send you a beautiful thank you gift in the mail, because I want you to remember me as someone who wants to help. So,
oh,
so
thank you very much.
for the pay it forward. Yeah.
I'm
And
glad that you brought that up because I wish I remembered that when you asked for tips. That was the number one way that I grew my channel when I was vlogging as a truck driver, is collaborating with other vloggers. They
mhm.
had more subscribers than I did, and that was like within a matter of weeks and months, thousands of subscribers just from collaborating with other people, being friendly, being nice,
Yeah.
just making friends with other content creators, other YouTubers, other vloggers, whatever it is that you do. I think it is the fastest way to grow. There's like, I know there's some kind of philosophical spiritual lesson there somewhere, but like that's the way to do it.
Well, yes, like when we meet in town, probably at Gas Lamp or Coronado here in a week or two, then I'm gonna actually go from my other one, because that's my foodie one. So this one here is
Hmm.
more business, but I wanted to, promote both of us, because I'm want to do everything I can to connect you to the people who are going to help you grow. And
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that.
it's going to be amazing, the people that I want to connect you to. And then sometimes you get connected to someone, it may not be like who you want to get connected to, but they know people and someone else knows
Oh,
people.
yeah.
So it's good to build those strong relationships. And one of the things I talked about for social media day a few days ago is get off Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and meet people in person, like how we're going to meet in person. You build those friendships, you build those strategic partnerships. Just really great way to grow your business by just creating memories together. Because at the end of the day, we don't know when our last day in life is going to be. So take
Yeah,
the time
and
to show
that's
people
good.
you care about them. Yeah.
And this is all about people anyway, right? We're not screaming into the void here. This is about community and bringing people together. That's what we're doing this for anyway, right?
hmm Yeah, it's all about community for sure. Okay, so we have about 2 more minutes. Anything else you want to add? Go ahead and do shout out to your website or your blogs, and then we'll close
Oh
out.
yeah. Vasiliy Agiy on YouTube. That's where I post vlog. Well, it's experimental right now. I'm trying all kinds of different things. Agiy Films is where I'm doing sketch comedy, more kind of filmmaking kind of stuff. So I'm really focused on Agiy Films right now. Just opened a TikTok for it yesterday. Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Agiy Films. That's the one I would like to push. That's
Great.
that's my new chapter.
Very good. And then
Yeah.
for my travel one, Bucket List Coach Web Show, you could actually find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And of course, growing your business referrals. Stay tuned. I have 2 chapters left of this amazing book. So if you want to be connected to the right people, definitely reach out to me and take the time to reach out to my guest. He's absolutely fantastic, and he is making a difference to his community.
Say
So,
hello to the vlog, Cindy. You've been on the vlog this whole time. I'm
oh, I
vlogging you right
have.
now.
Very good. Very good. All right, guys, go out and celebrate every day and celebrate National Ice Cream Month. And the 19th of July is Ice Cream Day. Let's see all your flavors. We'll see you just on your side. And ciao, ciao.
Cheers.